Shigeru Kageyama, otherwise known as Mob. He is one of the most powerful espers to ever be, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining to y'all how truly powerful he actually is. Like, share, and subscribe, as well as comment down below on any thoughts you have about this video. Now, let's just point out the obvious, okay? In general, Mob is quite pathetic. He is not special for anything, but when he uses his psychic powers that he kept bottled up for so long, when he uses them to amplify his general physical attributes, then goddamn is he insanely powerful. For instance, in terms of physical strength alone, he could go blow for blow with some of the most powerful espers in the entire world, some of which could destroy entire buildings with single strikes. I mean, Suzuki could cause a massive crater on the ground with just one strike from his palm, and many other espers can do similar aspects of this. And Mob, in terms of physical strength, can not just match against Suzuki, but by the end of the series is most likely physically stronger than Suzuki, which means he should be easily capable of destroying entire buildings with singular strikes, perhaps even way more. Then moving on to speed, well, he can blitz many characters, going from normal human levels of speed to not just moving far faster than bullets or reacting or blocking bullets, but instead to actually blocking lightning. He's fast enough to react and block lightning, which is obviously quite impressive. And then moving on to durability, well, he's able to take so many attacks from a variety of different espers, all of which, as I've already stated, can destroy entire buildings and much more with absolute and utter ease. And obviously his battle with Suzuki showed us how truly durable he is, as he could tank so many different attacks from Suzuki, many of which could destroy most, if not an entire city. Mob's durability is obviously really incredible. And then there's the different abilities he can actually use, and one of which is his spheres or his barriers, which obviously increase his durability, as he can create many barriers around himself, which are actually durable enough to tank many of the attacks I've already mentioned he was able to tank in his battle against Suzuki. So these barriers alone could tank attacks that could destroy most, if not an entire city. And then he can also create a barrier around his general body, also giving him that insane level of durability. On top of that, he has telekinesis. In general, you might not think much of telekinesis, but Mob's telekinesis does not just allow him to fling people around far distances, by the way. No, not just that, but it allows him to actually throw entire buildings around like they are absolutely nothing. I mean, he levitated and carried hundreds of buildings into the sky and created a ball with those buildings. This is an insane feat of power purely using basic telekinesis. He also has energy absorption, energy manipulation. He can transfer his energy into other objects and manipulate almost anything, even the literal atmosphere or the air around him. On top of that, he's also able to release this energy in large waves, which can also cause massive amounts of destruction. He also has general psychic attacks, psychic blasts, which can match up to the psychic blast produced by Suzuki, someone who once again had the capabilities of destroying an entire city. And he also has insane mental, spiritual, and soul resistance. And by that I mean he has resistance against most, if not all, psychic attacks, which obviously makes him a far greater threat than he already is. And this is only Mob whilst tapping into his full extent of power. This is him at 100%, but it is not him using every ounce of power he has. That Mob is the unknown Mob, or the question mark Mob. This Mob's power skyrockets to another level when he loses control of himself, as his power is amplified to levels many cannot even comprehend. He could easily create storms in the state, as well as earthquakes, which could travel throughout an entire city in this state. These feats of power far exceed many other feats of power shown by many, if not all, other espers throughout the entirety of the Mob Psycho series, which not only means he's 100% the most powerful esper, but it means there are very few characters, very few people who could actually match his power if he can so casually create storms above his head, and as well as create earthquakes which could travel throughout entire cities. So, now rounding it all up, okay, Mob's physical strength, perhaps in his unknown state, would be far above just destroying multiple buildings with singular strikes. His speed would be far above that of the speed of lightning. His durability would allow him to take attacks more powerful than city level attack. The many abilities he actually has allows him to cause even greater amounts of destruction and danger to everything and everyone around him, as he could create a ball of buildings somehow, as well as generate psychic blasts which could perhaps destroy entire cities, and so much more. Shigeo Kageyama's power could easily classify above city level and actually towers upon country level. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm sure many people got a lot of comments and thoughts about what I just said. It's completely understandable if y'all do. And of course, I would love to see those comments and thoughts down below. I'd also love to see some likes and some subscribers. Anyway, this is MC Info, and I'm